Hello everyone, Trigger's the name, and this is my gaming news recap for the week. There's a lot to get into this week, so I definitely will have maybe a little bit longer video, but stay tuned to the end because there's going to be anime and gaming news combined. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But first... So yeah, NBA 2K21 decided to pull a EA UFC on us, and now starting to introduce some unskippable cutscenes into their games. And last time that happened was UFC, and it did terrible. A lot of backlash. A lot of people really hated it, and it was actually off of EA's game. But now 2K is putting it into their game. Actually, not that long right after the release. I think they just made it past the review window, so now they're able to pretty much think they can do whatever they want. But like, man, 2K, they're ballsy to be able to put something like this into their game pretty much like a few months right after the release of this game. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this NBA game is like worth unskippable cutscenes? Is it worth spending $60 on, some $70 on, and be okay with a like 30-second, 10-second unskippable cutscene? I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't play sports games, so I wouldn't deal with this, but I promise you, if I was playing Cyberpunk and I had to sit through a 30-second cutscene while playing that game, I will definitely not enjoy the game as much as I would. So there was a call with Bethesda, and they were talking about Xbox because Xbox bought out Bethesda. But one thing that actually was really interesting about it is that they actually asked the question that is there going to be any exclusivity? Like, are you going to make Elder Scrolls or Starfield exclusive for the Xbox? And they had a pretty interesting response. They pretty much said that like we're not going to probably do that, but we can, which I think is actually kind of ballsy to say, but also as Bethesda, they usually can say stuff like this because they're Bethesda. But man, just imagine what it would be like if they actually went through with it. Like, what if they actually made Elder Scrolls 6 a Xbox exclusive? I know that like they are harping on exclusives right now. Xbox really needs to get some exclusive going because right now they have Halo and Gears and Forza. That's like pretty much all I can think of. Is the other ones? I don't know. But yeah, but if you put Elder Scrolls in that title, that would actually make me kind of want to buy the system. Yes, because I do believe that exclusive sales. Like look at Nintendo, they're doing super well with their exclusives, but I don't know. I don't know if Bethesda wants to do that because the whole thing about it is that why make it exclusive? It'll just be terrible business for them. Because if you make it exclusive, that means yeah, you probably sell more systems that way. But they already confirmed that you don't really make too much office systems that much. You make more off of the services in the games. But what Bethesda and pretty much Xbox would want to do is to actually have it branched out to the other systems as well, because they still get the revenue no matter where you sell it for. So why restrict it to one system if you can make it more money and putting it on other systems? I don't know. Do you think they're going to make it exclusive? I don't think so. I think it'd actually be a bad idea for them to do that. But if they do, I have to invest in getting a Series X then, maybe. I don't know. So this is kind of a follow-up for the last video I made about the Marvel's Avengers kind of dying down in services, which I didn't think was going to be that big of a deal, because like the console is still going pretty strong. But I guess apparently it's way worse than I thought it is because they're actually delaying a lot of the actual content for the game. So like they're going to be now behind because apparently reasons, I don't know. It's kind of sad because the only thing I'm really actually looking forward to for that game is the Hawkeye, and apparently that got delayed. So like that's gonna be delayed. Who knows? Maybe the Spider-Man update might be delayed. But come on, guys! Like when you want to have a service game, the point of getting people to come back is literally the content. If you're delaying the content, you're just making people less likely to come back to the game. You need to keep up those content, stuff like that. Like I don't know, like Anthem. Even though I'm still waiting for the next update to actually get like a really good condition of the game, they're actually still getting updates in the actual current game, and people are actually dipping back into that game, which is cool because I thought Anthem was actually a great game. I didn't really have much issues with it. I just wish there was just more to it. That's pretty much all I thought it was. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a really bad move on Marvel's part to delay the content that everyone's been waiting for? I think it's terrible. I don't know. What do you think? So another really interesting thing, and this is also another follow-up that we talked about last week, and that was that GameStop is getting funding from Microsoft to like pretty much stay afloat, which is really cool. But one thing I didn't actually know about, and this is actually insanely awesome for GameStop, and that is that if GameStop sells an Xbox, Xbox Series S or Xbox Series X, and you buy the Xbox, and you buy any digital purchase, or I think maybe digital games off that Xbox, GameStop gets part of the revenue. Now, I don't know how much the revenue is. It could be actually pretty small or whatever. And I don't know how they're going to monitor that kind of stuff. But if that's the case, that actually would help out GameStop a lot, because digital sales is already kind of GameStop's Achilles heel, you know? Like, it's kind of hard to sell like digital purchases at GameStop, and we don't really get that much profit from it. But if this actually ends up being a thing and we actually get a lot of profit from it, that actually will actually help out GameStop immensely. So like another really awesome thing that Xbox is doing for, or Microsoft is doing for GameStop, I think that's really definitely commendable. I like it. The only thing is that like what Microsoft's getting out of this is it's starting to like be less of like, hey, let's help out GameStop get back up, and more of like, hey, we can actually get GameStop to do a lot of things for us. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is just like a calm before the storm kind of situation? That like now that we're getting all this really cool stuff that Microsoft's giving to us, now they can do whatever they want? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think our logo is gonna be more greener? And I'm not even talking about revenue. And another thing is that PlayStation 5 actually showed off the UI system, which actually looks pretty good. I actually don't really have much issues with it. It looks like while you're playing the game, you can like press the power button on the controller, like the manual thing, and you can actually go and do whatever you want while the game's still running in the background, which sounds really cool. I kind of like all the kind of stuff with it. I still hope there's themes, because I have a butt ton of themes on my PS4, and I would love to like either put that into the new PS5, or like these to have more customization, because the themes is what makes me really enjoy it so much, because there's so much customization. I love personalizing anything. Like anything I have, I like it personalized. You know, my car has stickers, my phone has my background changing every single pretty much week. You know, I like my background on my computer that I don't really stream on usually has something different on it. I love changing it up a little bit. So like if PS5's UI can change up a little bit and maybe have some cool themes going forward, I'll probably really enjoy it even more. But until then, I actually still enjoy it. I think it's cool. I like that they're innovating and changing it up each and every time they do that, because I do like change. I do like customization in that kind of sense. You know, like Microsoft is pretty much the same. They pretty much already stated that they're going to be the same, which is kind of boring. The Windows setup is really lame, in my opinion. I think it's actually kind of boring. But it'd be kind of cool. Maybe this will kind of force them to change up a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the PlayStation 5 UI, or do you prefer the Xbox UI a little bit more? So this is actually going to be a nice mix between gaming news and anime news. I actually think this is actually really cool. I never thought this would actually ever happen, but apparently in Doom Eternal they have a shout out for a very popular VTuber, and actually one of my favorite VTubers. The her name is Inugami Koroni. I think that's how I pronounce the name. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. But yeah, she got a shout out. Apparently, she actually is a rare unlockable that if you hit the X button like 3 times, a special logo will appear that reads out DOOG, which is actually a reference to her, because it was part of her little video. I think that's actually really adorable. I think that's actually cool that they're making like kind of reference to this character. I just think it's kind of weird that like this character, this VTuber, is just starting out, I feel like, and like, well, maybe not just starting. She's probably been around for a long time. I don't know, but I just think it's interesting that this is like a new craze that's going on that I'm just noticing just now recently, and like Doom Eternal is putting references in like this kind of content, which I think is actually kind of cool that they're branching out and like getting other people involved with that. Because I wouldn't think that VTubers would be this popular enough that now it's getting into other games and really popular stuff. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll see more stuff of this. You know, maybe some of the newer games like Cyberpunk might have some really cool stuff about this. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the VTuber craze is getting pretty big and it's going to die off soon, or do you think it's just starting out and it's going to get even bigger as we go on to it? And last bit of anime news for you just to end off this. Demon Slayer, the movie, is actually destroying in box offices in Japan right now. Actually, that's really cool. I'm a huge Demon Slayer fan, so I'm actually glad that it's getting a lot of praise right now. But to be able to break that crazy records this early is insane to me, especially because I feel like movie theaters are not really doing very good right now. So to see them literally destroying box office, I wonder how they actually do it. But I hope this also means that we're probably gonna get something in the West, hopefully very soon, maybe, hopefully, and maybe some more content, more like merch, more like this stuff from Demon Slayers, because I really would love to see more Demon Slayer stuff. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see the movie? Are you excited about it as much as I am? Or is this like the first time you ever heard of Demon Slayers? And if that's the case, shame on you. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Get on board. You know, like, are you under a rock? Dude, come on. Come on. Cool, and that'll be it for me for this week. I'll come back to me next week. I'll be doing another recap for whatever gaming news that I'm interested in. If I missed something, let me know in the comments below. And link me the source, and I'll definitely check it out and see how much I like it. And I'll probably put it in for the next week's kind of recap. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys have yourself a nice day. Bye.